Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my head, get you out of my head again.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Pulls a coin in the eye, seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming, for the sake of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Now that I need you anyway.
Wanted to be alive, just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat down, I've crossed the lines just to tell you. Don't lead the way, don't even say that I try with a try to play in the rain. I feel like I'm fading.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to your favorite Sunday sports stream. It's Point of View, and happy December 1st as well, too. We are rolling into the holiday season. Hopefully, everybody's ready for a wonderful end of the year. And gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again on this wonderful Sunday. Going right over to the side of me, it's Ed Fries. Ed, how are you doing this morning?
Doing well, doing well.
Perfect. And right below him, it's 2/3 of him. It's Andre C. How are you doing today, Andre?
I'm doing well. Not at home. In my tag team partner studio. So yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. And right beside him, it's the man who wants to hear this morning. Glory, glory, Man United. Right, Mark? How's it going, Mark?
Well, currently Reading are playing at home in the FA Cup, and we're winning 3-2 against a non-league side.
Then why aren't you there?
Because it's an FA Cup game, and I wanted to do this. That's basically the only thing.
But isn't
why
the FA Cup important?
It is, but not at this round. If we win this game, it gets important. This is the round before the Premier League sides start coming in and the Championship sides start coming in. But we're currently down to 10 men, winning 3-2 against a non-league side. I don't know if is my microphone working properly, because I've had to do a completely different.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. change and set up and all this. And I've saw the Formula One's about to start as well. And it's all gone a bit wrong in the space of 2 minutes for me. Just seeing Chelsea destroy Aston Villa. Man United were winning 2-0, 3-0, I think it was at one point.
We finished 4-0.
See,
2 from Xerxes, 2 from Rashford.
See, I told you would get your goals.
That's great.
So I'm quite happy at the moment with my analysis on Ruben Almiron. It's slightly becoming reality of how I predicted how things are going. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to this show. We had a great, you and Ed last night talking about an absolute brilliant War Games. Really enjoyed it. And now we're talking about, what's it called? The NFL, which I don't want to discuss, but at the same time, we're going to.
Why don't you want to discuss it, Mark?
Because I've had an absolute pooper of a week. I've had a pooper of a week, and I need to redeem myself from the pooper that happened.
Redeem you. So by redeem yourself, you mean follow whatever Ed and I pick?
No, I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. No,
you're thinking exactly opposite of them, eh?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not that. Jesus.
Come on, do the exact opposite.
Yeah,
that'll be the last 2 weeks of the season.
But we're in week 13, so there's 4 weeks left.
Yeah,
5 weeks left. Yeah. So I just need to be careful in what I do, but at the same time, I want to extend my lead as well.
And I want you to just completely blow it.
Yeah, I know you do.
That's for me.
That's completely blows it either, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose, so I hope Mark just gets a crazy big gap and wins it.
Mark, there are 5 weeks left.
Is it 5 weeks?
If you include this week, yes.
But see, Andre, your partner in crime, STG, kind of already conceded the season a few weeks ago. He gave us the sub. You guys could go batshit crazy for the rest of the predictions, really.
Anyway, it stands. I got to dump water on my head in the middle of goddamn February, so
nobody said you had to. That was your choice.
Because I came into being on screen. I gotta dump water on my head and make a donation to the society. I'm gonna go with you guys. I'm not gonna pussy out of that.
No, that's fair.
I think we got to find a way with STG to bring him back, make him feel special again, because he's given up recently, and we need to find a way of getting STG to feel like that there's more on the line for him, even though he donated, and that was one of the rules, and we were happy. Thank you ever so much for all that.
Very much so.
But there needs to be more punishment if he gives up.
Well, I don't know. That's 10 Twitch subs, man. I don't know.
No. I'm not talking about spending money. I'm talking about something. I don't know what it is. But I think that
I was going to say have him on the show if they take more than last place, but that's fine.
Do that, but he has to do a challenge to do that. Has to dress up as something.
No, he just gets to show up.
No. There needs to be more punishment.
I got a great idea.
You normally say for post shows, but okay.
I have to wear a Dallas Cowboys shirt or jersey. That would be way too mean.
STG? More specifically, why is Andre trying to punish STG?
Yeah.
Andre knows that there is still a glimmer of hope for him to get second, even though that still means he'll dump water over him. But there's still glimmer. Yeah, it's small. They're very small, like extremely minute chance. But there's still a chance. And what I feel like is SGG has just given up. And I don't like that. I don't like that. If I was a manager and he was my footballer, then I would have sold him by now. But we need to find a way of reining STG back in and giving him if he gets the certain amount of points correct over the next 5, we will give him something. But if he doesn't get
don't try to punish him.
No, but we got him. Because he keeps giving it all. He keeps giving it all the leg. He keeps giving it all the mouth and then just shitting on it. So he needs to get punishment for that. Also, he's not here yet, which is still annoying me. that we're having this conversation and he's not even here yet.
Well, that's because we went on a half an hour early and we didn't tell anybody on social media.
I did.
No, but we told him yesterday when he was in the War Games chat.
He was
Yeah.
probably gone by then.
Yeah, good point.
He was probably drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, he is
If I had to
Canadian.
live in Seattle or Canada, I'd probably be drunk too.
Now you get me. Now you get me.
Whoa! What's with the Canada hate, man? What the hell? We didn't do anything to you.
'Cause it's
To be fair,
Canada. We
Have
can
you
take it. We got thick skin here.
To be fair, after last week,
have I ever loved Canada?
to be fair,
Yeah,
Ed
sure.
needs to realise
You've never
that
hated.
last week's destruction of the Patriots by the Dolphins, that's more punishment on its own. More. By the way, I did when you put in the Discord the other day, Ed, that they were talking about Tua doesn't fear the cold. As soon as you said that, I said, "Yeah, we're losing. We're so losing this." I knew we were going to lose this because we don't beat winning teams, and we also never win when it's cold. So I was like, "Yeah, we're losing it." But at the same time, I'm a stubborn bastard, and I'm still going to pick the Dolphins anyway. So
For those that are lost here on Thanksgiving Day,
yeah.
I happen to be watching some of the football games, and I happen to watch the pregame show for the for the Bucks game. And even though the Dolphins were like the late game, I think it was, they were talking about Tua and Terry Bradshaw, old man Terry Bradshaw, who is apparently having some mental issues, said that Tua is going to do great in the cold. To which the graphics department decided that they were going to prove him wrong by showing his record immediately after he said that. Tua's record in the cold is 2-11.
Yep.
In defining cold, they defined it in 3 different categories: under 50 degrees, under 40 degrees, under 30 degrees. It progressively gets worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess what? Tua lost.
Yeah, that I knew that was coming even before the pick. I was like, I'm not getting a point for this one, and I knew that I wasn't going to get the point for the Cowboys game either.
Yeah.
I knew for a fact. I knew
I'm
for a
losing a
fact.
point this week
Giants
too
were gonna
because
win.
Kofi Kingston's the keeper of light at the Patriots game today.
Well, until then, he then turns on Big E and Xavier tomorrow night.
We'll talk about that later.
In the Who Cares segment tomorrow night on Raw. Yeah, anyway.
What? The New Day segment's going to be the highlight of Raw tomorrow.
It
Then
really is.
Raw is not a highlight of my week. I guarantee you that. What a waste of time. Nobody benefits from what they're planning to do.
Oh, there
Nobody.
is so many benefits that if they could
No,
go so many,
none.
yes, there is.
Zero.
Xavier Woods
Nobody
could have
gives a
the-
shit. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to have a negative
Well,
effect on what they
Hold
want
on,
to
hold on,
accomplish.
hold on. We need to have a discussion after yesterday as well. You weren't a very happy man yesterday. Let's be fair. You weren't a very happy man with certain matches, and you made that and you put that across, which is fair enough.
Well,
And you're
neither
not
was
very-
I, but that's besides the point.
No, and at the same time, over you. But you really did shit on Raw recently as well, and that's been one of the best, great shows. What's going on, Bobby?
I hate weekly shows. I really do. I think they're a waste of time. They're a waste of my time anyway. If you like them, great. I hate them. I can't stand them. I don't have time to sit down and watch 2 hours of entrances and promos. Like, honestly, it's just like, and that's the thing I can't stand about modern day wrestling is like everybody's got to dance to some fucking 10-minute walk down to the ring. I'm sick and tired of it. Get your ass down there and fight. If you're in the mood to fight, get in there and fight for fuck's sake. I'm sick and tired of this whole let's dance around and glitter it up and make it all happy and joyous. No, go slap someone in the goddamn face. You're pissed off. Go slap them. Slap a motherfucker. I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it.
That Jey Uso entrance last night was way too long for what you're looking to do in this match and the tension you're building. That was way too long.
I made a joke online yesterday when it came to the main event. I'm like, look, they're starting this main event at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I said, but by the time they get through all 10 entrances, we'll get action by about 9 o'clock. Had it not been for Solo and Crew coming out together, I wouldn't have been wrong because it was about 20 minutes after I made that statement before we got any in-ring action. So had you had individual entrances for the other bloodline, it would have been 30 minutes of television time spent on people walking out to their not so good entrance music, because 98% of all wrestlers in modern day wrestling have really shitty entrance music. Just awful.
Except Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is in the 2%.
No, it's not. That's
Yes, he
shit.
is. No,
Absolutely.
Sami
You know-
Zayn's in the 2%. Ska
you know
music
what,
forever.
Mark, we've never done this before, but I'm feeling a need. Bye-bye, Bobby.
Yeah. No, hold on. Ed's got to try and work out where everyone's got to go back to.
I figured it out.
No, I agree.
Well, usually
with you
Mark's
slightly.
above me. Usually Mark's above
Yeah,
me.
I know.
That's
This
the
is
weird
really
part.
weird.
Well,
that
that's not where he
I'm-
was today
There
because
we
I
go.
showed up on time.
I showed up a minute before, 2 minutes before. I had mic issues. No, I agree with you slightly, but I also feel like it's a nice. I don't get. Like with
Guys,
Raw,
remember, Andrew's on a
normally
time
skip
crunch.
shit.
Let's do the NFL stuff first.
I'm good till like 10 o'clock or my time. Like I just
Oh.
wanted to make sure we got finished
Okay,
by then.
never
That's
mind.
all it
Carry on
was.
your talk about entrances.
I was hoping we'd squeeze enough time to get STG in the chat as well, too. That was my hope.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we got to get SGG in the chat.
Yeah. But no, it's just I agree, but I do feel like, Bobby, recently you've taken the old professional wrestling and you've made it into an MMA thing, and it's not an MMA thing. This is pure entertainment. This is not about slapping people up. This is about kids yeeting and me yeeting all over myself watching Jey Uso yeet.
Okay.
You get
if
it?
I'm a, if somebody
yeet.
comes, if
No
somebody in the street is pissed off with me and they come up and start dancing around and yeeting in front of me, I'm going to kick them in the nuts. I'm going to slap them across the face. And then I'm going to laugh at them for being an idiot, for yeeting in front of me and then taking the kick and the slap.
We're now thinking that professional wrestling, which we know for a fact isn't, we're now turning it into some sort of street fight. That is now turning into what Bellator is or MMA now.
It doesn't have
No, but
to
that's
be
what
all
you're
that way.
saying. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to get a ring. They can walk straight to it, get in, punch the shit each other up, not know who's going to win, and not have fun with it, and then go home. That's basically what you're saying.
No.
No.
A way to do it that still makes it interesting without
It is
having to do
interesting.
all the flashy crap. And then also, why I got another bone to pick about selling in wrestling. How is it that every time someone gets a fucking victory, suddenly every injury that they sustain in a fight is no longer there anymore? Like everybody who goes through war games goes through hell. They go through tables, they go through chairs, they go through everything conceivable that should kill a motherfucker. And as soon as that bell goes and they won, it's like, yay, we aren't hurt anymore. Hurrah. Fucking sell it. There was guys who used to go through cage matches, and 2 weeks later on television, they were still limping around and selling, because that's the point of your job, is to sell that you were in a fucking fight.
Oh no, we've now worked out that professional wrestlers don't throw everything and protect themselves. Oh no, what are we going to do about it? I know.
I was going to say, Bobby, they also used to take all kinds of illicit drugs to make it through the wrestling week.
Whatever it takes to get me my old wrestling back.
Your old wrestling, just like Papa Smoke.
Bobby, you
Wrestling
do
is
realize
all-
you're sounding so old right now.
Because I am. What's your point? I am old.
Yeah, you're old, but you're not that old where you're sounding like you're doing the Undertaker's podcast, right? No slap off the leg when you do a super kick. No doing this, you must do that. Kayfabe must be real. No, why don't we have a bit of fun, right? It's
Because
called
it was
sports
always fun.
entertainment.
It was entertainment and it was fun. What
It-
changed? Why all of a sudden do we have to not sell? Why? Why all of a sudden?
They did sell. Jimmy Uso had to be carried to the back because he broke his blood.
Because he was fucking hurt for real. That's the only way
even
you
if he
can get a motherfucker to sell is to break something on him.
That, by the way, please put that comment back up that was just posted. That is
Oh,
excellent, by the
but
way.
they're talking about Coke. They're talking about Coca-Cola, man. It's Coca-Cola. They're talking about the
Yeah.
pop. That's what they need.
They're popping something.
Oh my
Look,
God.
STG is here.
Hey, I told you.
Tag
All I
in,
had to
buddy,
do
tag
was
in.
rant long enough and
Told
he'd
you
show
he
up.
didn't know. I told you he didn't hear it yesterday.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
See?
Right.
I just had to talk some smack about professional wrestling for 20 minutes, and now we got SDG here. So
For 20
Right.
minutes.
SCG. We had this little conversation at the start of the show, so we want to bring
here
you
we
in.
go.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna-
Mark,
no, no,
we're
no,
not
shush.
punishing STG. No, bye.
we're not punishing it.
Right, twatface, stop taking me away and listen to what I'm going to say. All right? Because I swear to God, that's the first time I've blown up at you as well. I just realised. Right, SCG. Me and you
Face.
need to have a conversation. Twatface was just really quick off the tongue. I didn't mean to do that. Right. We feel like, okay, in other words, I feel like you've given up. You've paid your money and you've given up. Andre needs your help, right? Andre wants to make sure that going into, if we potentially do this again, if Ed doesn't piss me off enough as he is at the moment, we come back and revisit this for next year, right? So if we come back next year to do it, we want to have, I finish first, because that's obviously going to happen. And then Andre's going to hopefully finish second, or Bob and Eddie would do that. If you're still here to win, then let's come up. You need to find a way of, if you don't use your brain, there's got to be a punishment for you. Because some of the picks that you were trying to come up with last week, as in picking the Raiders, right? That was never going to happen. It's the NFL and the Chiefs are there. And along with picking Seattle, which they are doing quite well, to be fair. You were close, but at the same time, remember who they're playing against. We need incentive for you. What is an incentive for you? This is a question for you. To get you in the old, I'm gonna make sure I destroy everyone. I know you're a sore winner and loser, so am I. You're gonna not hear, if I do win this whole thing, or if I lose this and I have to dump water, then I'm going to be miserable for months. And if I win, I'm going to be the most horrible man to listen to for a very long time. So
You already are.
don't take him up on any of his offers. He's going to come in with one of these, like, you take the offer before you even hear it situations.
Absolutely
Don't
not.
fall for the trap.
No, there is no trap. There is no trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. I'm telling you.
Am not. There is no trap here. What is an incentive for you and Andre to overtake Bobby and Ed? What
Not
is
having to watch poor Andre freeze his ass
Why
off.
are you throwing
Why
me under the bus, man? Jesus.
Ed, I'm not throwing Andre. I'm not throwing you under. I'm trying to help you. It's all but love for you.
No,
It's
you were
SDG
already
on
there.
front of
You
me.
just backed the bus up.
I'm trying to help you under the bus.
Yeah, I'm slowly gurneying you under there. It's a
Mark
slow
this up
little
that
push.
this is the closest the Dolphins are ever going to get to a championship.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's very true. I'm fully expecting that to happen. There is no said. I just want us to finish next year. I like it, but okay, all right, okay then. All right, how about this? If we do that, essentially is if you finish ahead of Dumb and Dumber above us, then you
I
are
didn't
in
say
charge
that.
of the league.
Can
You
I
are
be
in
Jeff Daniels?
Sure.
You could be in charge of the league, and you tell us
like
exactly
to
because
go
I ain't got a clue what we do. If you don't, then Bobby's in charge of the football of the fantasy league, and we all know how well that goes. Okay,
I wanna be the commish.
I love the idea of the fantasy football. I
think that'd be
100%.
Yeah. All right,
Not
then we'll do that. All right, we'll do that. That's fair then. We'll do that then. Okay, then. So there's incentive behind it. There we go. See, I was fair. I wasn't a dick. That much.
Well, yes, but
I
earlier
just
you
slowly
were
throw
talking
Andre
about
under a bus, but it had to be done.
STG.
My suggestion was him
So
wearing a
we're
Dallas
clear.
jersey, but
Earlier we had a 5-minute conversation about what kind of punishment you were going to have to suffer for you to get back into this competition, which is why me and Bobby were like, "It's a trap. Don't do this."
Oh,
I said Dallas jersey. That's the worst thing. Mark's
All right,
angry
anyway.
today.
While Reading is having their asses handed to them on a day where Man United won. Ha. Anyway, let's get down to some NFL predictions here, because that's what everybody came here for. I'm sure of that. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ed. There you go.
I got it. You just go ahead and do the NFL.
All right. NFL time, boys. So we're starting off first game. We're going Arizona Cardinals versus the Minnesota Vikings. That's Arizona at Minnesota.
Minnesota, please.
Minnesota.
I want to go to Minnesota.
This is a hard game. This is a hard game. Both teams
Yeah,
are really good.
I'm leaning my Cardinals, but the Vikings are a good team.
They got Daniel Jones, so I have to go Vikings.
They did sign Daniel Jones this week, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. SCG doesn't want to go that way, so
So we're
Okay,
Vikings across
Vikings.
the board.
To be fair,
we do need to take risks, though.
Yeah. But to be fair, I was very disappointed in the Cardinals how they played against Seattle. I thought they were quite,
Yeah, let's
they
go
were-
Vikings. Just let's not take a risk on the first game.
Do we ever realize that if the Vikings play the Raiders, we have Viking Raiders? just
Ladies
so
and gentlemen, welcome to how Bobby's brain works.
always STG, always.
I thought about
I
that
know-
last week, but I just haven't said it yet.
I never learned how to grow up. Trust me. I'm a
Nice.
42-year-old.
Very
I'm
good.
42-year-old now.
42-year-old
Brain
who just had
capacity
a
of a
10-minute
10-year-old.
rant about how wrestlers need to wrestle like they were in the 80s again.
Yeah. We need
Oh,
real life wrestlers again.
Everything
Undertaker
that gets spoken about and remembered in wrestling nowadays is something borrowed from the past. I'm telling you. Just saying.
My God, you sound like an 80-year-old man, for frick's sake. You're like one of those.
Says the guy
old
whose favorite wrestler on the planet is Gunther, who wrestles
Yeah.
like a guy out of the 1980s.
Yeah, but you don't hear me complaining about how he wrestles or how it should be like that.
No, because he's one of the only ones that
enjoy all
gets it.
kinds. I also
Well,
love
Andre,
Dominic
how are you
Mysterio.
doing
They're
today?
not
You
the
good?
same.
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
We're the only ones that aren't yelling and screaming today, so I just figured I would talk to you now because everybody else is yelling.
All
and
I know is the greatest wrestlers going right now are Gunther and Zack Sabre Jr., and they wrestle very old school styles. So,
I'm so happy you didn't put Will Ospreay.
oh, he's right there with them. Dude,
Uh,
I'm like Sabre has moved ahead of Osprey for me personally, but Osprey's still right there.
Ospreay's
But it's a-
very like because I saw him in the Cruiserweight Classic, and I've seen him in a few shows over here as well.
Osprey
he was
wasn't in the classic.
No, I'm
Sabre
talking about
was.
Sabre
Talking
Jr.
about
Yeah, that's
Sabre
what I'm
Jr.
talking about.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, I was
that's what I'm talking
confused.
about. Yeah, I don't care about that Essex wannabe. So it is very much of, and I've always like respected what he does. It just evolves, and that chop he took by Gunther will forever be a meme. Forever.
All right,
Mhm.
bruv. This has nothing to do with NFL. So moving on, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
Steelers?
It's the
That's
Colts
it.
again.
I'm done. Fuck this shit. No, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals.
We've had
Oh.
another team we can't talk about.
The Steelers.
The Steelers.
I'll go with the Steelers.
The Steelers.
Definitely the Steelers.
We're just gonna go with the Steelers now because of that comment.
So
Definitely
I'm in
the
the corner
Steelers.
now, but yes, I'm going with Pittsburgh.
But we're not
Oh,
nobody's picking
Ed,
the
Come on,
Bungles.
say it, Ed. Say it. Say it properly.
The
The
Pittsburgh Steelers.
No.
Steelers.
Dude, the Bungles are not worth picking over the Steelers, SG.
No.
Not after that. I just renamed them. I mean, come on.
Not
I
the
mean,
Steelers, man.
if you-
They're going through a
Bungles can't beat the
2025
Steelers.
rebranding thanks to me now.
If you said
The Bung-
the Steelers right, and you said the Bengals name wrong, I would have still picked the Bengals. Just because that the entertainment value was more there than the actual pick.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for, the entertainment side of it. I mean,
You
All
can't
right.
have entertainment, it has to be real. Carry on.
okay. Los Angeles Chargers are at the Atlanta Falcons. There, that one good enough for you? Did I do it right?
Well, you enunciated too much.
Was that real enough for you guys?
We've started this show off manic, and it's just saying like it. I don't even know who you said the teams were.
I'll take the Falcons, please. Falcons, Chargers, Mark.
Oh my god.
I'm actually crying.
Some of you broke them. All right,
Falcons. I want to go Falcons.
Neither of these guys pick, so it's fine. We just win them by default.
Yeah, we get default.
So who did you pick?
Steelers? No, wait, that was last game. Falcons versus Falcons.
Oh my god, might be my favorite podcast I've ever done. Jesus.
Oh, I'm gonna go Falcons.
I want to go Falcons. I'm just waiting to see if my tag team partner goes the same way.
Remember at the beginning when Mark said he wasn't going to come?
Oh, he wants to go Chargers. I'm down to go. It's a 50-50 for me. Let's go Chargers.
Oh god, I fucking love this show.
I'm glad you do.
I fucking love it.
And what I don't fucking like is the fact that the next game I should be able to pick the winner on this one, but lately I'm a little bit torn. The Titans are at the Commanders.
Commanders.
I know, but come on, they've been a little
Commanders.
dicey lately.
I'm not picking the 3-8 Tennessee Titans.
I know. I agree with you here. It's just we can't deny the fact that the Commanders have been a little dicey over the last little bit.
Yes,
And they just lost to Dallas, didn't they?
Yeah, well, I mean that's like shooting.
That's
fish
the
in a
reason
barrel
why
right
we're
now, so, yeah.
Oh, I'm still wet.
Yeah.
I can't get my composure.
I mean,
It's really irritating.
you lost to the Cowboys. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm going
But
Commanders.
You got to bounce back here eventually, right?
Yeah,
They do, but I kind of want to pick the Titans just to be a dick.
Oh, see, your tag partner
just
might
pick
be on board here. I don't know.
All right, Titans
These
it
guys-
is.
There we go. All right, you guys are going Titans.
Bang, bang.
This is either going to go horrifically wrong for them or really well.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead.
At this point, it's worth just going all in for this shit.
Yeah.
All right.
7
Well, I've
points
already.
back. I gotta go
Bobby,
all
I
in.
appreciate you putting the next one in automatically for us.
I put the next one in automatically for the viewers anyway because it's the Seahawks and the Jets.
You can still put it in for us.
Yes.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I know.
Jets.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. It's the Seahawks. Plus, the Jets suck.
Yeah, fuck
I
the
mean,
Jets.
yeah.
I'm not picking the Jets.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen STG pick against the Seahawks when it's logical this season.
I know. I think he's done it once. All season, if I'm right. And,
Yeah,
and
I
I
mean,
still-
one game where the Seahawks were up against somebody who's actually had a better record than them.
He doesn't have blind faith like I did when we picked our English Premier League predictions at the beginning of the season, and I put Manchester United far too high up that list.
I still can't remember mine. I'm so screwed in that one. I can't
Good
remember
thing,
where I
good,
put
good
up.
thing I've got those lists though. There,
Yeah, I know. I have no clue what I've done.
it'll be fun to see at the end of the season what happens. It's definitely not going to go. Well, I mean, it might go okay. We'll have fun with it. All right, we got the Houston Texans are at the AEW Jaguars.
Texans, please.
Yep.
I refuse to
out
pick
already.
anything with him.
Texans. Yeah.
I figured
And
as much.
SGG agrees.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, no fight here. I figured that was the case, so filled it out across the board. All right, up
I
next.
love me some AEW, but I hate the Jaguars. So
Or as Papa Smoke said last week in the chat, Tony Khan seems to be booking the Jaguars this season.
According to Effie, Shad Khan's paying him to stay away. Maybe that's why they suck so much this year.
Maybe. All right. Up next, we have the Indianapolis Colts are at the New England
Thank you.
Patriots.
I am consistent.
Patriots, please, because Kofi
Yes,
King
I already
of
filled
Green
it out.
Bay is the keeper of life.
So, what was the teams again, Bobby?
It's the
Patriots,
Patriots and the Colts. Yeah, Colts are at the Patriots.
Ah, I really wanted
Colts.
to say the team name, the whole thing. That's why. Colts.
Colts.
Ooh, we
The
get Colts on
Patriots
other side
lost
of the fence.
against us. They deserve to get battered.
Drake
They
May
won't.
is a bust.
They won't. This is going to be another pickup for Ed and I right here. I'm telling you right now.
I'm glad you're more confident in it than I am.
I'm just fucking praying.
Colts.
It's on a wing and a prayer right now, Ed. I gotta go with it. Next, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the New Orleans Saints. Let's just
Rams.
fuck the Saints.
Rams.
Let's. I'm just
we
waiting.
try to
for
be
fuck,
daring?
Fuck the Saints in the chat here.
It's
Nah, give me the
indoors,
Rams.
Come on,
It's
SDG.
very good indoors.
Give me the
This is
Rams.
the one time you got to agree with me, my friend. Fuck the Saints. Fuck the Saints. Fuck the Saints.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, we got a butt. Oh,
we got a
do I
butt.
get? Do I get to go? Do I get to get wild today?
Oh.
No. Fuck the Saints.
If he writes that, by the way, that's brilliant.
God,
We're going
Oh,
Saints.
SDG.
oh my god. He's
SDG.
going against the Rogue.
Oh man.
Yes, Reading winning 5-3. Fucking come on.
Boo, boo, Reading, boo.
Saints win this
boo.
game now. I am with you.
No, Andre.
Yes.
Come on. I'm supporting
Man
the fucking
United.
NHL team. I like Man United.
Go Man
Now they got
United.
Ruben-
Okay,
I like Man United. They
go-
got Ruben Amir.
Now
Go
that they have
Wrexham.
style, now that they have a style about their play.
Yes, I actually like it because I can understand what they're meant to be doing. I supported your hockey team that are shite. Now you should be helping me here.
Who's
I
on-
could have
don't
told
know.
you the
What's the
Canadians
team-
were shit.
Oh, yeah, you- yeah, you-
Who's the team that Reading hates? There, Bobby.
a team that Reading
Swindon.
hates.
Well, Mark hates the Rangers, if that helps.
No,
Go Rangers.
I hate
Go
Celtic.
Rangers.
No,
Go
I
Rangers.
hate Celtic and I hate Swindon. I like Rangers. I have their shirt.
Go
Oh.
Swindon.
Oh, that's
Oh no! We're not breaking up this tag team here. We've been nice to each other. Don't no. Come on, Andre. I love it. Do you know what?
I'm gonna have Swindon written across my background next week.
You don't
Okay.
understand how bad football rivalries can get.
I'm joking, Mark.
If you do that,
I don't want
will
you to
fly
murder me.
Canada and I will find you.
Dude,
All right, Bobby,
I'm
what's the
doing it
next
because
game?
I want you to fly to Canada. I want you to fly to Canada, bro.
Bobby, what's the next game?
All right, next game is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers.
Bucks.
As much as we just picked the Saints, I cannot.
Bucks.
Oh, it's not.
By the way, Ed, did you see Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield's
you can't pick the
celebration against
Panthers.
the Giants?
It's Bucks, yeah.
How
Can't pick the
impressive
Panthers.
was that celebration, by the way?
Yeah,
All
Bucks.
All right,
You
now
just
that,
got
we
to the
bucked
point.
now that we bucked ourselves, let's move on to the next game. We got the Philadelphia Eagles at the Baltimore Ravens.
Eagles.
Hmm.
Ravens.
Oh.
Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, I'm going Eagles. Just because
Ravens.
they got Saquon Barkley.
If SG's with me, I want to go Ravens.
That is a great game. That is a great game.
Ravens, it is, baby.
All right. You guys could make I mean, honestly, it's the points that can really be made up here are from STG and Andre.
Yeah,
Quite
very
clear
much so.
this week.
Mark's just playing it safe and picking almost all the same as you guys. So
No, I'm
Almost.
picking Eagles just because it's got Saquon Barkley. That's it.
But then he's
Yeah,
then,
dude,
then he's gonna
oh,
then he's gonna
He
eat
should
a
be MVP. In my
he's gonna
opinion.
end up eating a big old bowl of crow when the Patriots win. Look at this. So
Oh,
Again,
no.
you're much more confident in that game than I am.
again, a wing and a prayer, my man. Wing and a prayer. All right. The Cleveland Browns are at the Denver Broncos. Man, this
Broncos.
Yeah.
Broncos. Broncos. How are the Broncos possibly getting into the wild card this year? How is that possible?
Because they learn how to defend.
Not that it matters.
There's-
Broncos.
I want the
They-
Broncos to suck because they're my buddy Adam Blank's favorite team. So I want them to suck.
Like STG said, they played quietly decent ball, great defense.
Mhm.
Whatever it takes. I mean, again, they could carry themselves into that wild card spot, get in, and be that team that you don't expect to go all the distance. I mean, we've seen it in sports many times before, the unexpected team that gets all the way to the end kind of thing, because they
And then
get
lose to the Chiefs.
I'm going to sound like a dumbass. The Broncos are in the AFC, aren't they?
They are.
Are they in the same division with the Chiefs and Raiders?
Yes, they're third place in the West.
Can never get the bloody groups. They confuse me still.
Hey, Mark, just to let you know, the Dolphins are on the bubble to make the playoffs.
So
they have a 13% chance.
I love how Mark is struggling with the divisions in the NFL, but yet he could tell you every single division in English football, along with every cup tournament, how it plays out, what the rules are, and everything of the sort, which is, trust me, if you're not a fan, is far more confusing than a couple of divisions in the NFL.
I struggle because what I don't understand with the NFL is not by location. So the NFC could be anyone around the whole place as well as the AFC. So for me, the NFC should be Northern Hemisphere and AFC should be like the Southern Hemisphere.
Or
so
East,
I'm
West.
yeah, I'll do it that way. It's sort of like I still struggle with some of them with trying to. I still try to learn it, but
hockey is much better. Hockey is much better because we actually have Eastern versus Western Conference, and then you get teams in the same division, like in the divisions just that don't make sense, but they technically all kind of do make sense. So,
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we temporarily lost Ed here, but that's all right. He could be back soon.
That's not the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing. What? It's not the worst thing that we've lost Ed. I don't know. I'm heartbroken.
I'm saying,
but,
it's not the worst
we'll
thing.
try to get through this without him if we have to.
Bobby's now got to try and do his own picks.
I know. I've already picked the last game ahead of schedule, so we're good there. San Francisco 49ers are at the Buffalo Bills. The second last game here.
Oh, he's messaging while he poops. Okay.
The image that was not necessary. Thanks, Audrey.
You're welcome.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Bills.
What was the game? Sorry,
The 49ers are at the Bills.
Ooh.
STG, that is the greatest line to say that you need a toilet ever.
Yeah. I want to pick the 49ers, but it's just a dumb move, especially going to Bills. Bills it is.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Andre, explain to me. All right. We're going to have a little NFL chat just quickly before we move on to the next game.
There's only one game left, so chat away.
Yeah, so what the hell is happening with the 49ers? Basically the same team, but they're just not. They're not the team of what it was before.
Well, it's good. It's just they don't seem to be playing cohesively. And as much as Brock Purdy has been this wonderkind these last couple of years, coming out as Mr. Irrelevant, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be leading the team like he needs to be leading them. Again, the coaching doesn't seem to be there. The leadership on the field doesn't seem to be there. Nothing seems to be gelling properly anymore on that team. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, right. Let's get to the last game.
Last game. All right. Green Bay Packers are at the Detroit Lions. I've already picked the Lions for us.
Yeah, Lions.
Packers.
Really?
If SG's cool with it.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We got to take risks, and the Packers aren't a terrible team either. That's the thing.
No, they're not. They
I'd
are.
say they're terrible. Yeah.
This is one of those games where if Detroit don't turn up or don't play with Sonic and Knuckles the way they've been playing, they could easily get destroyed here. And it's one of those where.
Yeah, let's risk it. Let's go Packers. Let's risk it. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, credit to you guys. Your risks aren't like stupid risks.
No,
except the Saints.
They're calculated risks this week.
Except the Saints.
Yeah, except
for the fuck the Saints. I mean, let's not get ourselves.
But if
that needs to be a trending hashtag, by the way. Hashtag fuck the Saints.
If anyone wants to know, Liverpool are currently beating Manchester City 1-0, and it's 14 minutes gone.
When it comes to that one, I'm kind of two minds. One, I like it because fuck Manchester City, but two, I don't like it because Liverpool are just doing too goddamn good. That's the kind of game where you need it to be 0-0.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
Did you see the Arsenal West Ham game yesterday?
I did not.
It was 6 goals in the first half.
6 goals.
It was 4-2 going into half time.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Oh.
But hey, you know what? Like looking at the table, it's aside from Liverpool, nobody's safe.
So, and by the way, there was one record that was nearly, I think it was broken or equaled. Bournemouth in their game yesterday against Wolves were the first time, I think, over 10 plus years that had 3 penalties in one game and scored them all.
Jesus.
So Justin Kluivert got a hat trick, and it was on penalties. Very.
That's insane.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. I love those kind of shitty stats that no one. It's like if you watch the New Heights podcast with the Kelsey brothers, they have like this thing where it's just like unworthy stats that doesn't need to be a stat but is a stat. They call it the LeBron stat, where it's just like stupid stats that he's done, and it's like the LeBron stats keep me alive, and I love them because they're so needless that it's just funny as hell. Ed, how was your break? Was everything flush?
It was good. I dropped a bunch of marks off at the pool. It was fantastic.
No, what you should have said when you dropped a bunch of marks off at the Reading game is what you should have said.
Andre, what is going on with you today?
Jesus.
It's starting beef today.
I'm not at home, that's why.
Wow.
Because I'm not at home.
Wow.
Let's go with feral for fuck's sake.
All right then.
What was that?
Ed playing with buttons again.
Yeah.
Mark knows what it was.
Yeah, I know exactly.
McGallan's name.
No, I was trying to look at next. I was trying to look at next week's games to see if T Swift's boyfriend had a week off or something. See if he was going to be hanging out in Vancouver or not. Because that's where she's wrapping up the Eras tour in Vancouver next weekend.
Isn't she doing like 6 or 7 nights straight or something?
Three nights in Vancouver, and it's the only city that is not allowing tailgating during the shows. They're actually erecting a special security fence around the property to assure nobody without a ticket even gets in to the actual stadium area.
That's mental.
Yeah.
That's mental.
No, they're playing the Sunday night game next week.
Yeah.
So there's no chance.
Who they got next week?
The Chargers.
Oh, they're in their division. No, they're not in their division. Okay, yeah, cool.
But the Chiefs have already secured a playoff spot.
Yeah.
Also, remember, flex games are coming, so some of these games are going to move around.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by the private chat right now. I'm so confused by what I posted on the private chat.
Oh, I'm having an audio problem, guys. Let me just hold on a second here.
Coming soon. To OLE. See you soon.
So, what has everyone got planned? Like, not OLE wise. Anyone got anything planned? Exciting next week?
Yeah, I got PPW in under a week.
Ooh,
last one of the year.
I've got Chaotic on December 13th and then NXT on December 17th. So 2 great live.
I got RCW on the 14th, but that's my last wrestling show for the year, or indie show I'm going to for the year.
The one that you're going to, Ed, is that a TV show or
NXT? So it's going to be TV. Yeah,
and that'll be when Deadline's next Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks after Deadline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got Reddit Tuesday in the freezing fucking cold.
I'm looking forward to a nice break after Saturday. To be honest with you, I mean, I love the indie stuff. I love working with PPW, but I just need a goddamn break. So it'll be nice to have most of December, January, and most of February to breathe for a little bit.
Yeah.
STG, I had deli sliced turkey with mozzarella cheese. Down
Yeah.
20 pounds though.
Well done.
Congratulations.
That's great news.
Yeah.
And how's Mama Fry's doing? Is she doing all right now?
Doing good. She's doing good. She's moving around. She's on technically pureed foods this week. She moves to soft textured tomorrow. So she's very excited for eggs.
Eggs are awesome.
They are.
Eggs are awesome. They're a great source of protein, and it's been the key food that she's been looking forward to now that she can potentially start eating again. So it's not just like broths and just because the stomach at this point is so small that just the protein shakes and the electrolyte drinks are what's it takes up like the whole stomach. So now as they keep enlarging it a little bit week after week, they start adding textures to it to help the stomach cope with bringing food back in.
Well,
I'm going to be unbearable on these shows when I'm doing all of that, just so we're clear.
Unbearable as in you're unbearable anyway.
I'm going to be constantly hangry on top of my normal delightful self.
This is okay.
The hater rate
said you were
like
delightful.
going up.
Andre's after everyone today. Everyone is scared of...
No, Ed is enjoyable, not delightful.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good.
It's so tough to say because with the surgery, it can fluctuate. The clinic has told me I've heard numbers from anywhere from 325 to 400.
What is that the goal that you want to go to, or is that where you need to be? Oh, you go to.
Well, no, I theoretically I'm having a second surgery on top of that to potentially go further down, but that's the theoretical potential goal weights that I could have, depending how hard I work post surgery. So
you got this.
Big congrats.
You got it.
Hey!
Thanks for coming in at the end.
We got a busy week next weekend, haven't we, Andre and Bobby? Next Sunday.
Next Sunday, we do.
We are recording, Flonkers.
I know. I'm aware.
Oh, I didn't know when we were doing it. Nobody told me when we were recording.
I put it in the Discord.
I didn't see it.
It's been there for a little while. It's been there for a while.
He's not wrong.
I must have missed it, but okay,
Yeah.
I'm down for next Sunday.
Okay, cool, perfect. I've got things set. That's all good.
All right. Well, gentlemen, as we are coming near the end of the show, I'm going to head over to Andre first. Let us know what you got coming up and where the people can find you.
X and Blue Sky at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. You can find me on me and Melville's Facebook page, Andre Melville Wrestling Talk, and our YouTube page, youtube.com/@Andre Melville Wrestling Talk. This week we'll be having another Chop Talk coming out. I'll be talking about the show which me and Mel were at on Friday for RCW, and then we're going to talk about the show Mel was at last night in Calgary for RCW. So that's the reason why I'm sitting in her house, because she went to Calgary, so I came over to take care of her dog. And she's back now, though, but she's dead to the world. But yeah, so come check that out on our show. You can see me back here next weekend with Ed and you guys doing all the random stuff we do. This Friday, me and Mel are going to be live for the first time in a couple of weeks for Japanese wrestling updates. So come hang out. We give you updates on the tournaments in Japan that are always happening. And yeah, actually coming right to the end of the tournaments at that point. So yeah, so come check us out over on that. And then I'll be back on December 11th with this guy right here. And we're going to be talking the Doctor Strange movie.
Beautiful. Speaking of that guy right there, Ed, where can the people find you and what do you have coming up?
You can find me on Twitter at EdFires12584. You can find me at the same place on the Blue Sky, although I don't know what the fuck I'm doing there, so who knows what I'm going to post there. You know, it is what it is. You can also find me on Twitter, twitch.tv/EdFries2002. We've got deadline week coming up, so that means I've got Taking Over on Tuesday with Miss Astrid. At some point this week, we're going to have a pre-recorded preview show, probably airing Friday night after Japanese Wrestling Update. We have a preview show for Deadline, featuring the lovely Ophelia Payne from Twitter and Blue Sky, otherwise known as Peggy. Yes, otherwise known as Peggy. She works for Xbox Addict, I believe it is.
She does, yes.
Gaming reviews. She does fantastic gaming reviews. So very excited to have her there, and she's a big wrestling fan, so we're excited for that. And of course, we've got Santana, who me and Andre just worked with last Wednesday night on Marvel Talk, joining us for the Deadline post show. So it's going to be very much an NXT focused week for me, which is never a bad thing.
Wonderful. And Mark, what's up, mate?
Hello.
Where can we find you? What do you got going on?
Yeah, so you can find me on Blue Sky at Mark Talks. I'm not really doing X that much anymore. I'm mainly focusing on Blue Sky, and whatever Tom Colicue does, I'm copying. Basically how I'm going, because I ain't got a Scooby-Doo what I'm doing, so I normally see how he does it and then go around with that. So check me out on there. On Mark Talks Wrestling, we are got the Evolution show tonight, where it will be 2 championship matches. We have got the Women's Tag Team Championship match, and we've got Jordan Grace versus Jade Cargill for the Evolution World Championship. And starting tomorrow, we'll be Bound for Glory in our 2K24 series. And coming up as well on Mark Talks Football, me and Bobby have taken over South Shields, and we are coming to the end of the season at the moment, and seeing if we can get the goal that we were projected by, and seeing what we do at the beginning of next year as well. I have played so much into the future. I have to really look back to where the videos are coming out to understand where we're going. But we're there. And on Mark Talks Gaming, I have a video coming out tomorrow. I can't explain too much into it, but it's just a conversation that I've had internally that I'm now projecting externally. So make sure you go and check that out as well. But that's me. Go and check it out, and hopefully I will see you guys over there and do anything for you moving forward.
Wonderful. As for myself, I'm Bobby Munson over on the X Real Bobby Munson Instagram and Threads, Video Bros SK over on the Twitch, Video Bro _ Bobby Munson, and Blue Sky, Bobby Munson. Blah 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 blah. All that stuff. You can find me over there, post all that kind of stuff, and where you can find me Thursday nights, you can find me with Pop Spokes on Ring Respect Radio. Saturday afternoon, Pop Spokes at Break Pro Wrestling will be live. Break Pro Wrestling this Saturday doing the tapings for Seasons Beatings. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then back here with this lovely crowd of gentlemen for Point of View next Sunday afternoon. Where can you find all this stuff? You can find it on OLE Podcast right there. We are across all social media, as well as YouTube and Twitch, where we would love it if you would subscribe to the channel, give us a follow on Twitch, give us a thumbs up here, leave a comment. We're always checking in the comment section. We will get back to you and ring the notification bell so you know anytime we got new material coming out here on YouTube from all the amazing contributors that we have from across the globe talking all things pop culture. That's going to be up for us this week on Point of View. I want to thank you guys for being here with us once again, and we will see you in 1 week's time. Take care, everybody.